the microphone.
Look at this. No, I wasn't going to use the microphone yet.
Oh. My bad.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Look at this. You can't really see it because it's too shiny. But it's very cool up close. You can see all the little details on it. I got it as a present for my sister for my birthday. I'm not sponsored by Displate, but Displate, if you want to sponsor a video with 10 views, I'm your guy. Yeah, but I'm going to hang it up in the video. Let's figure this out. Gotta make sure it looks good on camera.
I would be helping, but I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Let's mention that. Like,
I don't know.
Why is this random person talking?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear. If you can hear the peanut gallery. Oh shit. Okay, we're fine. Okay. I'll link to her channel in the description. She'll post a video of her story with her leg about why she's in a wheelchair right now. Okay, that's probably enough time. So, like here?
Yeah, it looks so good. It looks beautiful.
Look at that. Yeah, I'll move the camera a little bit so that our nice new little doohickeys looks better on the camera.
Okay, now I get to be wheeled away.
Is that good?
Stand where you're gonna stand.
Good.
Hey.
To the bedroom with you so I don't have to feel judged while I'm doing my video. Oh wait, I should stop recording.
Although I would.
Okay. Here we go. My new mic on. This is so stupid. I don't know what to do with this little thing. Okay. Should I just like fucking... Am I just gonna have to hold this tiny little microphone? I'll just hold it. Alright, here we go. Dark Souls, the game that the industry both loves and loves to ruin unintentionally. So I love Dark Souls. The Souls series has given me some of my favorite games of all time. And recently on Twitter, I've seen an argument be more frequently talked about. This is not a new argument by any means. This is something that has been around pretty much as long as Dark Souls has been around. The argument to which I'm referring is the argument of Dark Souls having a difficulty setting or an easy mode, as you would say. And as you can see from the title, I think that this is a horrible, horrible, horrible fucking idea. And I have some pretty valid reasons why I think that this is a bad idea, not only just for the existing player base and the hardcore fans who, like me, love all the games how they are and would never want anything to change and already know all the great things about why we love these games, but why it would be bad for, you know, people trying to get into the games, casual people just trying them out for the first time, why it would be bad for those people as well. So my first argument here is Miyazaki and From Software, they have carefully constructed an atmosphere which makes the player feel that they are in a world that is oppressive and dark and hopeless and like you are the last hope. And part of that atmosphere depends on the enemies, because really in the Souls series, the enemies make the game feel almost like a horror game. Let me paint a picture for you. You just made it past some enemies. You're in uncharted territory in the game. You have no idea where you are, where you're going. All you know is that you need to get to the next bonfire because you have a shit ton of souls and you need to deposit those things and level your ass up. And you think to yourself, well, a bonfire's gotta be coming soon. I just made it past a bunch of enemies. And you turn around the corner and waiting for you and that feeling of adrenaline that you get from that encounter, it makes it feel like this is an actual fight for your life. What you have at stake is all of these souls which you could use to level up and make the game a little easier for yourself. The feeling of like anticipation followed by the exhilaration of that actual fight makes it feel like you're legitimately fighting for your life. And I think that that is so like perfect for what they're trying to accomplish with their atmosphere, which is basically a horror game, but an adventure action RPG. And it's just such a perfect blend of those things. And, you know, making these encounters easier, it just takes something away. Personally, to play the game on easy mode, it would be just a completely different game. It would take away a huge part of what makes the game so great. And for fans of the series who clicked on this video, you already know what I'm talking about because you've experienced this, you know, in every single game. This is what keeps you coming back. This is what you love about the game. But really, this point, I feel like it's almost more important for like casual fans and people just trying to get into this series. I'm sure there are a lot of us who did get into the Souls series this way. You have a friend who just wouldn't shut up about these games that you've heard about, but you also hear that they're really hard, and you know, you're not a typical person who likes to play games for their difficulty. You like to play games to have fun. You like to play games casually, like a lot of us. But your friend just wouldn't shut up about this game, so you're like, you know what, I'll give it a try, whatever. And you know what? You started out, and this isn't so hard. You're killing enemies. The way everybody talks about these games, you thought the first enemies in the game would just be ass blasting you, but you're actually doing pretty well. You are, you know, able to dodge some attacks, you're able to kill these first few enemies in the game, and you're making it through the first area pretty well. And before you know it, you're pulling some sword out of some weird kneeling statue guy, and oh, it's the first boss. Well, I mean, these first enemies weren't so hard, so I mean, what's the big... Now, normally if there was a difficulty option, a casual player would either immediately switch the difficulty lower because they're not used to dying in games, or they're at least not used to dying to the first boss, or they would try it a few more times and then be like, all right, whatever, I just gotta lower the difficulty. And really, that's the problem that I'm trying to address here. Because, you know, in the end, you would beat that boss, but it just wouldn't be the same feeling. You wouldn't get the same feeling of, you know, beating the odds, and you wouldn't feel proud of yourself. You would just, you know, it would feel kind of hollow and like you didn't earn that victory. And as somebody who has played games casually before getting into the Souls series, I completely can see how, at least I back then, if there was a difficulty option, there are a few times when I've beaten some bosses that I would have just turned the difficulty down to just get past them. But you know, as annoying as they are when you're fighting them, once you beat them, it's a feeling that you really just don't get anywhere else in games, and it really makes me happy that there are games that can make people feel proud of themselves like that. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what Miyazaki is wanting you to experience. He's wanting you to feel like you're in a world that's scary and mean and everybody's out to kill you, but that at the end of the day, you can do anything and you can beat it. You can win in this world where everybody hates you. And speaking of Miyazaki, and this reason, it's really the most boring one, but it's also, I feel like, the most important one. So this game is art at the end of the day, and it's somebody's vision. And that person has the right to carry out that vision however they see fit, in my opinion. And, you know, if Miyazaki says he doesn't want easy mode in his game, that's his choice. If From Software doesn't want easy mode in their game, that's their choice. And, you know, I feel like everybody should have the right to carry out their vision however they want. Like, I know analogies are really annoying, but like, you wouldn't change the dialogue in Shakespeare just to make it easier for people nowadays to read. What you would do is you would dissect it and discuss it in a way that people who might not have been able to appreciate it and understand it the way it was originally intended are able to understand it now. I'm somebody who's always going to be on the side of freedom of expression and is against censorship in art. And I think that any artist should be able to express their vision however they see fit, no matter how controversial. And because, you know, it starts discussions and it makes people use their minds and use their mouths and communicate and talk. And I think, you know, censoring art is just, it's a slippery slope to a place that we don't really want to be going, personally, in my opinion. And I think everybody should be able to express their art however they want to. So this argument is the most tricky one. Should people with disabilities be able to experience the Souls games and play through the Souls games? In a perfect world, yes. Everybody would be able to experience everything the same way. We'd all be on a level playing field and everything would be fair. But unfortunately, that's just not the world we live in. Some people are just going to have to miss out on certain experiences. And I feel really bad for anybody in general who doesn't get to experience the feeling that you get from completing a Souls game, beating a boss in a Souls game, but especially for, you know, reasons where you physically can't. I personally feel for those people, and you know, it does make me really sad. And for those people, I mean, they might just have to experience, you know, the world and the story of Dark Souls through VaatiVidya, which is actually a pretty enjoyable way to experience it. I hear the term gatekeeping a lot, and that's absolutely not what I'm doing. If this video can somehow motivate somebody to give a Souls game, you know, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, whatever, their first try, nothing would make me happier. I think more people need to play these games, even though they don't need a shout out from me. These games are insanely popular, but if this video could get one person, even just one person, to try out the game, I think that I would be super happy with that. I don't want to keep people out. I want the exact opposite. I want more people to be able to experience coming up against a challenge that feels impossible and working so hard to be able to complete it, and then you finally do it, and it's just this feeling of exhilaration and excitement, and you're so proud of yourself. I want everybody to be able to experience that, because there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it in video games, and it just feels incredible. And people talk about gatekeeping, but I feel like what From Software is doing is the exact opposite. I feel like what they're doing is bringing that feeling that you could get from, you know, sports or bodybuilding, you know, whatever it is, that some people physically wouldn't be able to do, and they're bringing that feeling to more people. They're making more people be physically able to feel, you know, that self-improvement and that, like, pride in yourself. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't rob those people of that feeling. Alright, so this video was really fun to make. This is the first video I've ever made, like writing a script and like getting up here and like knowing what I'm going to say before I say it. And I feel like that this was really fun, and I really enjoyed being able to write my thoughts about something and like think it out before I like say it on camera. And I feel like this is a cool format, and I'd like to keep making more videos like this. So if you liked this video, I would appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up, and, you know, leave a comment saying that if you liked it or not, and subscribe, because I could be making more videos like this soon. And also, I will leave the link to this in the description. It's not sponsored or anything like that, but it's just a really cool piece of art, and my sister got it for me for my birthday, so thanks, Ash. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.